Lost is on.
Oh, welcome back, everybody, to another Bite-Sized Media Thursday. We are watching Lost because it's good.
We think.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
So while Jake takes a drink,
Yep.
Today we're watching what episode, Jake?
2 for the road.
Yes.
1 for the money. 2 for the show. 2 also for the road.
Yes, and I'm guessing it could be named after the 60s movie with Albert Finney and Audrey Hepburn.
I think you're wrong, but I have no basis to think you're wrong. In fact, I
No,
probably shouldn't think
I don't
you're
think
wrong.
there's any connection between the two other than the title. Like, you know how they have other episodes will be titled after things as they do. Now, 2 for the Road could just be the figure of speech, expression, whatever.
2 for the road does kind of sound like the title of a noir film. I know what you're talking about is probably not a noir film.
No, it's a couple are fighting as they travel through the French Riviera in like 3 separate years.
Why are so many road movies set in France?
Because it's France. France is pretty. I think. I've never been there.
Touche. Isn't everything is illuminated in France? Or is that somewhere else?
Is everything what?
The movie everything is illuminated.
Oh, that Elijah Wood movie?
Yeah, that's kind of like a road movie, but I don't know if it's in France.
Is that where he's on the cover with the glasses? And he's kind of just like...
Yeah.
Gotcha. I always got the poster for that confused with Shattered Glass because
That's fair.
a 2000s movie with a white guy with glasses on the cover.
I do like Shattered Glass.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
I am a sucker for a journalism movie, though. You know that.
I think that's the movie that got Hayden Christensen Anakin. They saw his
That
performance.
was before that?
I think so.
Huh.
I think it's that one.
You ever,
It was either that or there's another movie a year or 2 before.
You don't have this problem. I know you don't. Aaron, do you ever have that problem where you have trouble tracking when movies are before or after another one of like which movie is before or after another movie that you like when you were a kid because like you didn't see them in order in the same capacity that you do as an adult?
I'll say yes, but I also don't think about movies that often. So, yeah.
And you're making him pick a top 10. He's gonna pick 10 Pixar movies.
Well,
nope.
Do we remember anything about 2 for the Road? It is an Ana Lucia featured episode, which you know what that means in the words of a famous community character, pop pop.
I was going to say, just because Michael came back in the last one, I think that's probably
because he's the one that does the deed.
Yeah, and that means that Libby is going to die.
Which that's sad.
Yeah,
Ana
Lucia not so much.
Yeah, she has served a purpose in the story, but they've kind of had nothing to do with her in the second half of the season.
I think she was primarily there just to lead the other 48 across the island.
Because when you think about it, like she's got a good backstory, and she's very important in the first half. But then there's like when she popped up last week in SOS for like that one moment, I was like, oh yeah, you're here.
Or she got her Fast and Furious role and had to leave.
But she was Fast and Furious like 2001.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like that was before Lost, and then she's not in the second or third one. She's in the fourth one, which has got to be after this by a couple years. I think it's 2000.
What did she die and come back to life
in Fast and Furious?
Yes. Literally?
Yes. She dies in the fourth one before the events of the movie happen. That's why they go to Mexico, because she's been killed. And then it's like, which one is it? I think the sixth one, it turns out, oh, she's alive. They have done that for multiple characters. One character was incinerated in a car in the third movie. And then he pops up in the ninth movie. They're like, oh, by the way, I wasn't in the car. What? And then, like, the guy who killed him, it's like, hey, he died here in the third one. Okay, and then in like the sixth one or seventh one, it's like, oh, Jason Statham's character actually was there who actually killed him. And then later in 9, oh, he's okay, but they're both in the room together on the same side just looking at each other. It's like, does he realize like he tried to kill him? And that series is fun.
Which series is more wild, Mission Impossible or Fast and the Furious?
They're wild for different ways. Mission Impossible is wild in its set pieces and its stunts and its action sequences and its chases. Like it's an impressive kind of wild. Fast and Furious is wild because they find really funny ways to just keep bringing characters in, and it's actually pretty effective how they do it sometimes.
Well,
But other times you just shake your head like,
what is it? In 8 or 9, they like went to space, right?
the 9th one they went to space.
Yeah.
The 11th one I think is next year.
My wife and I have been trying to go through and watch all the Mission Impossible movies. We watched the first one, and neither one of us can bring ourselves to watch the second one.
Because it's bad.
Yeah.
But then you get to the third one, which has Philip Seymour Hoffman, and that part of the movie's really good. And then you get to the fourth one, and that's my favorite one.
I was going to say that's probably the best one, isn't it?
I'd say the sixth one is the best one. Fallout.
That's the one with...
He does yeah. And the fifth one's good, and the seventh one is also very good, and the eighth one is good. It's not as good as the couple before it, but it's an ending.
And the current one is Final Reckoning.
Yeah, that's the eighth one.
And that's part 1?
No, Final Reckoning's the second part. It was Dead Reckoning Part 1 and Part 2, and after the first Dead Reckoning didn't do well because they put Part 1 in the title. Literally, it's proven when you put a Part 1 in the title, people don't go see it because they'll just wait for the second part to come out and then watch the first one. So they changed it to Dead Reckoning and the Final Reckoning instead of Dead Reckoning Part 1 and Part 2.
So, I don't want to be spoiled. Mine.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we should watch Two for the Road. But the episode, I've already seen the movie.
Okay. Well, let's get lost. Welcome back. We just watched episode 20 or 19.
20.
20. Two for the Road. Well, now we know what the two were.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Ana Lucia, where can I see ya?
Dead on the couch.
Poor Libby. See, the Ana Lucia one...
Libby didn't deserve that.
The Ana Lucia one, it doesn't hurt because you can tell something's coming. The way the backstory is working and how she didn't really do much for a string of episodes, and now it's like, okay, something's wrapping up. So when it happens, it's not that a first time you'd see it coming fully, but you're kind of like, I know we're building to something happening. The Libby thing hurts. Yeah. And seeing Michael's face after he shoots her, scared, I think that's the best scene that, how do you say his name? Harold Perrineau?
Yeah.
Jr. I think that's his best scene of acting. Just the face he makes, the way he's just controlling his breathing to just like how any of us would be in that situation. Because I felt that when he shot Libby, I was like,
oh no,
he really didn't want to do that.
Yeah. So,
yeah, that's the big scene from the episode, this half the season, I'd say, and the most memorable part of the season for me. Trying to remember half my life ago watching it. I remember this moment specifically because it is like we're sitting around for a bunch of episodes, and then that happened. You go, what?
Yep.
So, it is a good episode.
I agree. And we got to see your favorite saying in the world.
Jungle sex.
Yes.
You said something right before. It's the mango scene. So not the scene, but the scene before. And you said, don't they get it on? And then I think both of us, Aaron, we went, oh, that's right. I forgot all about that.
Yep.
Because the whole point is she does that to get the gun. And then Jake, you said, well, she didn't even have to do that much to get it.
And then you said, well, it's been a while.
And then I said, well, I mean, the both of them probably were a little stir crazy.
I think that Ana Lucia's is probably one of the best motivations in the show One of the most understandable for sure. Like, as far as like she killed a dude, like I actually get why she killed the dude. Like I don't think it's right, but I do understand why.
And it's because she got shot by him, right?
She got shot and she lost her baby.
That's it. So
I think it's more she lost her baby.
Yeah. I like how the storyline with her mother kind of gets wrapped up in that moment where she just calls her, and it's a tragic ending too.
I would love to see like a 10-part mini series of all the different ways that people in this show were just kind of left hanging. I don't think we get that when they go back to the mainland.
No, we got too much going on probably.
Yeah.
That is the thing with any show like this, when you have so many different storylines, stuff's not gonna get finished.
I mean, kind of like that. Kind of like the best scene in WandaVision.
Kind of like just the MCU. How many times do they just not finish things they set up?
How many times does the world just disappear and there's no like recourse to it?
And how especially in the last 5 years, how many of their mid and end credit scenes have done nothing yet? But all this setup and nothing's happened.
Yeah, but there were a lot of post credit scenes in the Infinity Saga that amounted to nothing.
And there's moments that have now led to something. Like think like how the leader in Incredible Hulk, like they set that up, him getting the head injury and then the Hulk goop getting on his head and his head starts morphing, and you're like, is that going to be important? And that was 2008, and we didn't get the answer to that until this year.
Yeah.
And it was a bad answer.
Yeah.
It's such a waste of a good villain too.
Yeah. And that's the nice thing about long-running things like that is you can fix those, or at least follow them up with enough time, because you can find ways to incorporate it. Whereas Lost, when it's a show that ran for a fixed 6-7 year run or whatever it is, when stuff doesn't follow up, that's it.
Yeah.
Cause like, do we ever talk about why Libby was shown in the ward with him?
There's no reason to. She's dead.
It's just kind of gotcha.
I think we see her once more. In like a Desmond episode. I think she sold him the boat that he sails around the world in.
Okay.
I think.
Another thing where it could be like, hey, look who it is. Gotcha.
Well, that's one thing I said during the episode. Like, they see everyone on this island like sees each other enough to where they'd remember, I think.
Yeah, because in the flashback, Ana Lucia was spending a lot of time with Jack's dad in Australia.
Well, and
she's
like
the reason she went there.
And like Sawyer runs into that car. I think if someone ran into my car like that and yelled at me, I'd probably remember them for a pretty long time.
Yeah, that one feels more like a little more forced. Whereas other interactions, it's like, yeah, of course they'd be at the same spot, but that one's
like
a little more
the ones in the ones in the airport don't feel forced. And then like something like looking forward in the series, just because we said we wouldn't, but then we do every episode. Jack is half siblings with Claire.
Yeah, because that was Claire's mom we saw.
Yep. That doesn't feel forced because that doesn't reveal everything right away.
Yeah.
Also, Jack's dad is something that I don't think they ever do anything with. Like, they build him up like he's this big presence, and he is a big presence, but then they just...
doesn't amount to as much. Because he's important. He's in the last scene of the show.
It's that whole thing where they build it up to, like, the 6th season, and then just, like, the tone of the 6th season changes somehow. And, like... It's 6 seasons, right?
Yeah.
And because like the 6th season is where it all has to culminate, and like the tone of it had to shift so much that it just doesn't make any sense anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking too, the interactions, like the ones that make sense, are like when I think it was Saeed was in the police station and they dragged Sawyer by.
Oh, that one didn't feel so forced.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's an example of that one makes sense too, because they were there at the same time, because it's like the night before they all were getting on that plane. That's what I was saying. Like, there's another one where it makes sense, but the Sawyer running into the car doesn't make as much sense.
You want to know something funny?
What?
This is not related to Lost. The purple in the lights up here is purple enough to that when my RGB keyboard here turns purple, it looks white.
RBG. Isn't that was
RGB.
The judge.
That's RBJ. That's not a sandwich. Trust me.
No, the former judge, wasn't her initials?
Oh
RBG?
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But Lost. I'm looking at this. Might be one of the better episodes of the season. It's not been
I mean,
bad
it's
season.
one of the penultimate ones, isn't it? Isn't it like finale and like one more left? Isn't the finale a 3-parter?
The finale is a 2-parter, and the penultimate episode of the season, if you count the finale as one big episode, would be 3 minutes. But that's not next week. That's in a couple weeks. So we're in the home stretch. Things are starting to build up.
Yeah, I honestly can't remember what happens because in my head this happens and then they move into the end of the season. I don't remember what happens. Aaron, do you have any thoughts? He's kind of looking at the camera. No thoughts? You want Montgomery to get the ball more?
Not today.
That's right, it's Thursday.
Yep.
That's all I got, I think. I mean, it was pretty straightforward. We're in the go section of the season.
It's funny that they would choose her to highlight, I guess, because if they're going to kill her, why write this whole backstory for her? But
it's got to be a thing where they had it set up, and then in writers' meetings they realize, okay, well, if this is going to happen, then we got to have someone else. This is kind of an expendable character, and I guess we're just going to have to, whatever we are going to set up is getting dropped.
yeah, I was going to say they kind of have to make us care about her for her death to matter in any capacity. And up until now, what's that?
So they did the same thing with Shannon.
And I guess they did the same thing with Boone. So
Yep.
Yeah, these short-lived characters that.
when is the episode? There's like an episode about movie stars,
I don't know.
and they like have diamonds or something.
I do not remember. I do know at least the Boone Shannon stuff, like, because we start the show with them and they're established at the same time and they're in that predicament, we're kind of automatically with them. So when they do die, we feel a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And then the tail section people, similar predicament. It's the same predicament, little different, but we didn't start with them, and I think that's the difference. We have to build them up in what is essentially one episode, whereas everyone else had a whole season.
Yeah.
So when 2 of them get offed before they even get a full season, you don't feel the weight as much as you would. But again, the Ana Lucia thing, you feel something's going to happen, whereas Libby is the more tragic one.
Yeah, definitely.
For both her and Michael, again.
You know what's funny?
What?
This is, again, nothing to do with Lost. I'm looking over here at our monitor, and our sign has Nick on there and not Aaron's picture.
Yeah,
but
we've said this a couple times.
but even Nick's face is starting to fall off, and you can see Dickie's face above it. It's pretty funny.
A little bit of revisionist history, starting to peel back that facade.
I mean, we did have the king return one time.
That is true, and he can always come back.
Oh yeah, you know, he's come back,
He lives in our hearts.
but not in our minds.
Nah, he lives a little rent-free in our heads sometimes, doesn't he?
Yours.
Yeah.
You hear that, Dickie? You live rent free in Jared's head.
It's a very loud,
Enjoy
loud
that.
section of my head.
Enjoy that couch.
Ana Lucia didn't enjoy that couch.
No. Or those blankets. Although I guess Lily didn't enjoy the blankets.
Imagine your whole life leads to you dying on a couch like that. Interesting. The whole story just ends with you just getting shot by someone unexpectedly while you just sit on a couch in a hatch on an island.
I once told this girl. So when I was in college, I was in the sci-fi club, which shouldn't shock any of you.
That's in character.
There was this girl. I don't remember the girl's name, but
Jennifer.
No, it was like Catherine or something like that.
That's close.
Anyway, she was a little. I'm gonna call her emo girl. I don't really know.
You were in love with an emo girl?
No, I definitely wasn't. But she asked me if I could choose how to die. How would I choose how to die? And just, being myself, I said, I'd like to die on a couch in a tub full of buttered popcorn.
And what did you respond?
Like, she looked at me like, it was literally like this. Why would you want that?
Why does it have to be buttered?
Jared.
No, I'm just wondering why to die in it. To eat it makes sense, but to die in it, why does it have to be buttered?
Because I die eating it.
Oh, you didn't mention that part. I thought it just drowned.
I'm sorry, I thought that was obvious.
I thought there was enough popcorn surrounding you that there was no oxygen.
You know how much I love popcorn. I would just eat my way out.
So how would you die?
I'd die from eating too much buttered popcorn.
Is it like Homer Simpson in Hell where they're just shoving donuts into him? More. I don't understand it. James Coco went mad in 15 minutes. He just keeps plowing down these rows of donuts.
I haven't seen that much of The Simpsons, and yet you continually reference specific episodes that I have seen.
I know all about you.
No, you don't. What episode of King of the Hill am I on?
You're in season 3, episode 6.
No, I'm much
past that one.
Further than that.
Oh, well, you haven't talked to me in a while about King of the Hill. So
when's the last time
Whenever you were recording the Elio pod, you had just finished episode 10,
What's
I think.
Elio?
I don't know. Elio?
Elio. Oh, Elio. Like Elio.
Elio.
That weird movie.
Yeah, it's funny. I haven't thought about that movie once since we covered it. Not once.
I thought about it once, but only because he said something about the podcast.
Yeah.
Wow. My voice is apparently getting worn out. You can tell it's getting deeper.
Yeah. Well, do we have anything else to say about Two for the Road?
No, but I have to tell you what place I'm at in the King of the Hill just to track, so we can track it in the pod.
7-1.
No, I can't. No way. The last one that I remember watching was Dale and Bill in the backhoe in the pet cemetery.
Yeah, you're lucky. You have what is it?
I didn't really spoil anything for
you. You have a chip in you. They'll find you.
Don't worry, I'll tell them where you are.
Is that where Hank has a friend and his new friend, and they get all mad?
Yeah. But he can't drive to the friend because the friend's 20 minutes away.
Yeah, and then they stand there, they have a drink, they sip their beers this isn't going to work out, is it?
Well, I guess that's it.
Yep. And then they just leave.
And then when Dale and Bill are, and when Dale and Bill are missing, Hank and Boomhauer go out to the...
Go out to the what?
They go out to the alley, and Hank says, "Yep." And Boomhauer goes, "No, I'm talking about me, man."
Oh no, you mean you got any new dates? Yeah, what are you talking about? You don't leave me alone. When you gonna get me some grandkids? That old thing when he's talking about his mom bugging him. What? Is that literally what happens,
bro? Yes. It's literally what happened. And 2, I was dying. You just never see Boomhauer offer any emotion.
Dangle. You saw the firefighting episode then.
Yes.
Where, for gosh sakes, Hank, act like an adult, man.
That's my next one.
Oh, that's one of the... You can listen to that. Plus, doing this doesn't do anything.
He knows that.
That is one of the best episodes of the series, is the firefighting episode.
All right.
But anyway, we should wrap this up before Jake loses his voice.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so whatever episode of King of the Hill that is, that's where I am.
Gotcha. Anything else about Two for the Road before we move on to next week's?
1 for the money, 2 for the show.
2 for the road, and...
Boom, boom, there they go.
Yeah.
That was probably in poor taste.
Yeah, very poor taste.
All right, those are our thoughts on this. Every time I hear my voice, it makes me laugh. Those are our thoughts on this episode of Lost. If you would like to continue along this journey with us, please come back next week as we watch episode 21. I can't see it on the screen. What's the title?
Because it's not on that disc. It's just question mark.
Question mark. It's just a question mark, or the title
it's
is
just the question mark. It doesn't say, it's like the symbol of question mark.
I feel okay, so
whose episode is it?
It's Echo's, I think. And I think it's the one Echo dies in.
No. He has an episode next season. Yep.
For real?
The 5th episode of season 3 is an Echo episode. He survives this season. I know. I don't remember anything he does in season 3. Because I don't remember season 3 very well.
Clearly, he doesn't do much.
Like, I know how he goes, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know when. And he survives the season.
Okay.
But we'll see next week what else we get to see about.
Yeah, I was going to say, we'll
Chale and him building the church.
We'll look forward to seeing that. And then if you want to check us out on any of our other podcasts, we got a DreamWorks podcast. We got a Pixar podcast. We have our top 10 favorite movies up there.
Marvel podcast.
Oh, yeah, we got Marvel going too. And that's they're all currently running podcasts, I suppose.
Yeah.
But if you want to check that out, check us out. Jared, where can they check us out?
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, The Funny, TikTok, and Twitter. Take that, Musk. And if you want to listen to us, check us out on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio. And hey, if it's YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, ring that notification bell. Make sure you check us out and rate us on all those apps. And swing by our groovy website.
And other than that, everybody, are we ready?
Yeah.
Then let's get lost.